Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're an oldie but a goodie, welcome if you're new and you're interested in what diamond art was all about. As you can see, we're doing a whip and chat of my Dorothy kitty. I'll show you guys. I haven't gotten very much done since the last time. uh I've had other things going on. Um I've been working on my uh Mona Lisa for the paint with friends that and Inez, I think it's Inez's diamond painting gallery, and I've been finishing that up, and then I've been working on some of my junk journal stuff for my show coming up. We're going to be having a big um junk journal show coming up for a whole weekend, the 26th, 27th, and well, no, 25th, 26th, 27th, and then my show's at midnight on the 28th, so my show's like 9 o'clock Pacific time on, um, 9 o'clock Pacific time for, well, Pacific time, there we go, but midnight Eastern time on the 28th, so it's like, my show's like on 2 days, I guess you could say. And so I've been working on a lot of stuff for that. And just, everyday stuff. Sabrina started middle school. And so far she's in week 2. And she seems to be liking it. I mean, she's communicating more, which is nice. And other than that, not much else going on. I have found, those of you who have been with me for a while, I have my depression can hit me sometimes really good and sometimes I'm okay. But I finally realized I needed to talk to somebody. And let me just tell you right now, if you need help and you need to talk to someone, don't let your pride get in the way. Don't think you don't. It doesn't, there's no stigma against it. There's nothing wrong with admitting you need, a little bit of help sometimes, that you need someone to talk to sometimes. There's nothing wrong with that. And I find it, especially with everything going on in the world nowadays, does anyone else have this issue when they do multi-placing? I'm not very good at multi-placing. As you see, I have to kind of do it sideways, and then I don't even get it on there all together. I notice if I do it this way, I don't do it at all. It doesn't work out at all. Basically, what I'm working on are the eyes. I'm working on the background, which is all the white. I was doing it single spacing because I'm not a big multi-placing person, as you can see. I still have to go back and fix it all. And maybe with just more practice, I can do it better. I also got this from Hobby Lobby. It's the diamond dots. I guess I don't know if it's wax, but it's in this container. Not sure, how I'm liking it. I just started using it today, so we'll see. Came in a pack of 4, which I thought was nice. So Sabrina has 2, and I have 2. She actually was sitting in here with me prior to me starting the video, because we decided we were going to like diamond paint together. She's working on her dog, and in the evenings, just before bedtime, to help her, unwind for the day. There you go. And I'm using, in my multi-placer, I just had the purple wax from Temu. I think I ordered, maybe it came with another painting. I don't know. I'm not sure. What else is going on? Let's see. I've talked about how we're going to, for fall break, we're doing our normal fall break to Universal Studios, and Cassie is going to meet us there. She's flying in from Vancouver, Vancouver, Washington. She's not in Canada. She's my oldest daughter. For those of you who don't know, she lives in Vancouver, so she's gonna fly into Orlando, and she's flying in technically 3 days before Sabrina and I are supposed to be there. But we were talking, since she's paying. Whoops, sorry guys. Since she's gonna have a hotel room for a few days, she said if we wanted to come, a couple days earlier, because we have season passes, we should do that. So I'm planning to take Sabrina out of school that Friday before their, fall break actually starts the following Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and take her out of school on Friday. I think I'm either going to work half a day on Thursday and then like take a nap, like a long nap. And oh, sorry, Rumbo. The dog says I'm bothering him. And just get up around midnight or so and drive, to Orlando and be there sometime, hopefully by 3. I mean, it should be okay. But to take us into Orlando early afternoon. I want to go that early in the morning just because I do not like Atlanta traffic. If anyone has ever driven in Atlanta traffic, oh guys, it is not fun, day or night. So to go through Atlanta at like 2 in the morning is a nice way to go through Atlanta. I'll never forget the first time when we first moved here from California and we were going to a Braves game. The Dodgers were in town and we were going to the Braves game. First time driving through Atlanta, and we're here, we're from California. We putt down the interstate. We don't drive, stop and go traffic down the interstate. But first of all, the interstate in the downtown Atlanta area, on like the lanes, it'll say like Interstate 75, interstate or interchange 40, and then there's big signs on the actual like road itself. And then of course you have the signs above you saying, Atlanta bypass, right lane. And I'm like, okay, is it the right, is it the left, do I go to the left, do I go to the right? I always get those confused. I just stress out when I drive through Atlanta. But the first time we were driving through Atlanta, it was, the whole family. We're in the minivan. My niece and nephew are little, going to the Braves game, and I kid you not, there was somebody at a dead stop on the interstate, and I'm not talking like on, on the shoulder. They were at a dead stop right there in the middle of traffic, in the middle of the lane. And we almost rear-ended them. They were literally just sitting there, not moving. We were like, what the hey hoo ha is this about? And then Sabrina and I, this past February, making sure you guys can see me working, got part of it. I think the dress is coming out really pretty. I like how the dress is coming out. Again, I don't like the circles. At first, when I started doing it, I was okay with circles, but I noticed that the canvases that I do that have the circles on them, the diamonds look more like there's more spacing between them. Does that make sense? Let me just kind of show you that. So like there and up here, I just feel like there's more spacing between them. Got these extra diamonds in here. Sabrina had an issue with hers today. Yes, baby. No, I moved it to next Wednesday. I was after being in the garden, I just couldn't do it. Night. Love you. Um, so yeah, so this past um February, Sabrina's birthday, she started watching Stranger Things. She had watched all the seasons, yada yada yada. And down in Atlanta, they were having this big the Stranger Things experience. And since they filmed down there, you can go to different spots in Atlanta, different filming locations to see. And I thought, what a fun birthday, you know. So I bought tickets to the experience. We stayed at our favorite hotel in Atlanta, um, down by the airport. It's the Hilton right by the airport. The people there are always so nice, always so friendly. Um, it's a little bit of a splurge for us, but it's our favorite hotel down there. And so we're this is story time, guys. So we're driving. This tells you how Atlanta traffic is. So we're driving, and I'm trying to figure out. I got all this traffic coming, and just people just flying down the interstate, and I'm trying to read the signs. I'm trying to figure out if I need to get over, and in front of me there's like a construction vehicle, and it's blocking the sign, and I cannot read the sign. And I put on my blinker. I start to move over into the next lane to the passenger side. And Sabrina's in the back seat, and she says, "Mom, don't. There's a car, he's about to hit us." So I quickly moved back into my lane. I don't even know if I was in the other lane by then. I couldn't tell you. It happened so quickly. And I was like, whoa, okay, let's just calm down, continue driving, everything will be okay. Because I didn't hit him, he didn't hit me, so I was like, okay, we're good. Next thing I know, Sabrina's saying, "Mom, he's following us, and he's taking a picture of our car." And I'm like, what? Did I hit him? I don't remember. And so I pull over, I get out of the car. He's driving a white Mercedes Benz SUV, and I have a brown Honda CRV. Now, if I had hit this gentleman, there would have been damage to the front driver's side of his car, the way that, we would have hit, because he would have hit like my back passenger side, and that would have made me hit his front. So I didn't see any damage to the front of his car. And we're sitting on the 75, Atlanta traffic. Cars are just speeding by. We're supposed to be going to see some of the some of the filming sites. And this man has basically pulled me over. Said that he gets out of the car, tall guy. He's got to be at least 6 foot or more, yelling. And it's just me and Sabrina. And he's yelling, "You hit my car. You caused a 3-car, accident." And he's just hollering at me. And I'm thinking, dude, one, I see no damage to your car. And two, if I caused 3 cars, including mine, to be in an accident, where's the third car? There's no other car. It's just my car and his car. No other car there. And I'm like, I don't see any damage to the front of his car. The damage that's on my car, I put there myself by hitting my mother's physical therapist in my own driveway, hitting his car, not paying attention. But that's the damage that I have to my car. Now, to him, he says he's called 911. I'm like, okay. And we're just waiting for the police. I'm like, all right. And he does have damage. He's got, like I said, he's got a white Mercedes Benz, and and he does on his passenger side of his SUV. He has this. I mean, it is huge. Um, it's now like black. Like if a black car had completely scraped across the side of his passenger side of his car, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, if I caused that, I would definitely have, felt that or seen that or heard that even. And the black vehicle that did all that damage, I don't even think it would have driven away. I mean, it was just no way. There's just no way. So I went back to my car. He went to his car so we could wait for the police to show up. And after a few minutes, I'm sitting there, I'm thinking, I don't feel safe. This could be a complete scam. I don't feel safe. I have Sabrina with me. I'm going to call 911 and see what's going on. So I called 911. She said, yes, there was the report and this and that. And I told her how, it was just me and my daughter. There was no damage to my car. I didn't feel safe being on the side of the interstate. And she told me, she said, ma'am, if you don't feel safe, you go ahead and leave. We have your number. If the police need to speak with you, they will contact you. And I said, thank you. And I went back to the gentleman and I told him exactly what the 911 lady had said. I did give him my insurance information because, hey, that's what they tell you to do, right? You're supposed to give your insurance information. So I did. Weeks go by. I never hear anything from him. So the police never called me. So I'm thinking everything's fine, because when I went back to talk to the gentleman, he had calmed down. He had apologized. When I told him that, it was Sabrina's birthday and we had things to do, he said, no problem, you go ahead and go. I told him what the 911 lady said. I said, here's my insurance information, so on and so forth. Because I don't hear anything from the police, so I think everything's good. I want to say it had to be a good month or so. I didn't even tell my mom about the accident because I didn't want to have to hear anything. And because it's her insurance, the car's in her name and the insurance is in her name also. So all of a sudden we get a phone call from State Farm about a claim being filed against my car. And it's this guy filing a claim against the car. So I had to go. I talked to the lady at our insurance company, took pictures, and I told her, I said, do not pay this man. I did not hit his car. If there was an accident, if you guys, I'm so sorry with my camera skills. And I'm holding my phone while you guys are doing this. So anyways, I told her, I did not believe that I caused an accident. I told her about how the one whole side of his car was black. But again, I'm thinking if a black car had hit him, I don't see how it could drive away that quickly in Savannah, bumper to bumper, Saturday afternoon traffic. No way. There's just no way that other car could have taken off. So he tells me, thank you for giving me my insurance, yada yada. Oh, so I told the lady, there's just no. So she takes all my information. It is now, August? Haven't heard anything about what the final outcome was. Talked to our insurance agent because our premiums went up and we thought it had something to do with this accident. And she said, no, I guess during the pandemic, they weren't raising people's premiums. So now they're coming back and raising premiums. And my mom and I are like, you guys are crazy. My mom's retired and she doesn't drive anywhere. I mean, anywhere. She stays home all day long. I don't drive to work anymore because I work from home now. So she talked to the agent, and they're going to go ahead and lower the rate by like $100. Wow, thank you so much. But okay, you know, at least they're doing that. And then we asked about the accident because we hadn't heard anything other than our premiums going up. And she said that from what she could tell, there's really nothing going on with it. They're still reviewing everything. And if we haven't heard anything, then that's, a good thing. And she said more than likely it's probably going to get closed. So my thinking is that, Rumbo, there's nobody there, buddy. My thinking is that he was trying to get some money out of my insurance company, and I told them I did not accept responsibility for this accident. And they basically came back to him and said, he had to show proof of, me causing this accident. And he's not able to do that. And so I'm thinking he's just like stopped corresponding with them. Because like I said, we're talking since, I think the claim, they finally got back to me like in April, I want to say. So we're talking a good amount of time that you would think something by now would have been done. He would have wanted to get his car fixed, that whole thing. So guys, that's just my story about driving through Atlanta. Don't do it. If you ever have to drive through Atlanta, I suggest you do it after midnight. And even if you can do it like after like 2 in the morning even, because they've always got some kind of road work going on too. It's just horrible down there, the traffic. That's just the worst. Just the worst. So anyways, so that's our little story time for tonight. Thank you for joining me. And I hope I can get this done through the month of October. So this is for the Oz in Og event, which is hosted by Crafting by Shay. And we've had some cooler weather here, which has been nice. So I've been able to go out in the garden and do my thing. So guys, thank you so much for joining me. Trying to complete my little Dorothy kitty here. Can't wait for her to be done. She's so cute. And I love The Wizard of Oz. That's another one of my goals, is to read all, I think there's 13 books total, is to read all the books. I might have to do them on tape, because they're so different than the movie itself. So guys, as you all know, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, like, subscribe, and do something for yourself today. See you on the flip side. Bye, everybody.